if you grew up in the 70s or 80s, you know those songs. REO Speedwagon. Joining us right now is Kevin Cronin. Kevin, thank you so much for being with us. I grew up listening to y'all in the late 70s, early 80s. I lived in Houston, Texas, saw some of the shows. I mean, we had great music back then, and y'all were a huge part of that. Thank you for being with us. Y'all will be in Tupelo, right here, Tupelo, Mississippi, a week from today, Elvis's hometown. You got to be looking forward to that.
Oh, absolutely. I must say that I do feel a bit underdressed, Alan. Your sartorial splendor there has put
I like
my
that.
PJs to shame here.
But you're a couple hours earlier than us, too.
Actually, you look like far more of a rock star than me at the moment, Alan. I will say. I just look like some guy who just woke up, you know.
I like that. I got to tell my wife that. She's actually in the next room. That's really neat. So, yeah, no, I appreciate that. We have a fun show, Sunrise Saturday. It's an hour of good news and great news. Like I said, y'all will be here next week in Tupelo. What can the folks expect when they come to the show?
Well, I will tell you that REO Speedwagon has been refueled, re-energized. We our one of our founding members and keyboardist Neil Dowdy has decided to retire last December after 55 years on the road. You know, he thought it was about time for him to start enjoying the fruits of his labor, and the truth is, it was the time was right, and he's happy now, and so we have a new keyboard player. So when you bring a new musician into a band, it just kind of lights a fire under everyone because you have to work him into to learning the songs and being a part of the band and everything. And so it's like everyone had to kind of take another look at what we were playing in the songs, and it just kind of we've been doing sound check every day and just having fun doing it. And so there's a little renewed like I say, a little renewed energy in REO Speedwagon. So we'll be bringing that to Tupelo.
That's
And
awesome.
I mean, Elvis's hometown. We better, I'm going to be standing at the center stage microphone, which is right where the king would have been. So I got my work cut out for me.
Right. Will y'all be doing maybe any snippets of any Elvis songs? I know some artists, when they come here, they get off of their set list a little bit and, do a cover or something of Elvis.
Well, I wouldn't put it past us when we like to work up songs at the last minute.
Y'all have such a big catalog of hits. Will the folks, I guess, they'll hear all the songs, right? I mean, you think of Time for Me to Fly. I was listening to some of the stuff on Spotify earlier. Y'all are all over Spotify and Resurgence, I guess, right? Of Journey and you guys, REO Speedwagon. People love this music, don't they?
You know what? We're so fortunate. Our music just came at what we call kind of the golden age of
Right.
rock and roll, right there in the late '70s into the '80s, and we had a long run of I think we had like 9 consecutive platinum albums, and which it blows my mind. I just read that in one of our press releases, and I'm like, really? But so people grew up with us, and our songs just resonated with them and became part of their musical DNA. And there is a batch of songs of I don't know exactly how many, probably 10 or so songs that if we don't play them
Right.
in our set, there will be an angry mob around the tour bus afterwards. So people can rest assured that they're going to hear all the radio hits. And
Like with your audience now, is it mainly older folks, maybe like my age? I guess I'm in that older group, or is it a mix of older and younger?
well, every night on stage, my parting words to the audience is our rock and roll will keep you young forever. So as far as I'm concerned, everybody in our audience is young at heart. And regardless of what it says on their driver's license, we have people whose parents probably listened to our albums when they were kids, and they kind of took the music in. It's a wide variety of people, and the thing that they have in common is that they love hearing live music. And like I said earlier in our interview, there's nothing better than standing up on stage and singing a song that I remember from the moment I wrote it.
Is there any song that you have a favorite every night, or does that kind of change sometimes, or how does that work?
Well, we started playing recently a song that we recorded in the '90s called "Building the Bridge," and it's a
Right,
song that I kind of feel like the world kind of certain songs have a message that
right,
at a certain period in our history kind of feels like, well, this song needs to be sung, and so we started playing it recently. It's a song about bringing people together. It's a song about how every time two people get closer, well, the whole world gets a little bit closer, and so it's about building bridges between people. And I think America needs to stop building walls and start building bridges. And so that song, when we play that every night, I feel, it's amazing because people don't know it. It wasn't
right.
exactly a big hit, but as soon as I start to sing it, and I kind of, tell a little bit of the story of it, everyone kind of listens in, and it's really a different experience in the concert because it's just one of those special songs.
Have y'all ever been to Tupelo before? I can't remember.
You know what? I think this is going to be our first time in Tupelo, and
Okay,
and there aren't very many cities in
right.
America that we haven't played. So I'm looking forward to it, man. I can't wait to get there and walk around. Hopefully someone will be able to show me some of the Elvis history that
Yeah.
I'm sure is
Lots of Elvis history. You need to be sure
yeah,
and go to the birthplace, and yeah, we can call and get all that set up for you. But you need to be sure and do that for sure. I mean,
yes.
that's where it started. Elvis the boy, and yeah, it influenced what he became later. Absolutely. Well,
Oh,
great. Well, we appreciate you visiting with us. Anything else you would like to add before we let you go?
dude, I think you pretty much covered it. I just need to go out and do some clothes shopping because I can
I
see
can
that.
bring you some next Friday. I've got two closets full. My wife gets mad at me because I have lots of coats and sparkly jackets, but I mean, I'm on TV,
Yeah, you're on TV, exactly. So what's my excuse for looking like a schlub here? I don't know. I'm gonna believe me. By the time we get to Tupelo, I'm gonna be looking good. I promise.
That sounds great. We'll see you then a week from today for your sound check and
I
the
may even
demo.
shave.
That's right. I have to. My wife tells me I got to shave every day, or she says I look just too goofy. Well, certainly we appreciate you visiting with us. A week from today, Cadence Bank Arena, folks. Y'all need to go out there. I know you're gonna have a grand time, and we will see you there a week from today at your sound check.
All righty, sounds good, Alan. Look forward to meeting you in
Okay.
person, bro.